Okay, so we're back. We made this. Now we're going to take this, we're going to export it into Studio, export it and then import it into Studio, weld it to a dummy, and then start animating. So, to do that, well, so first of all, when it comes to like coloring this, there's a lot of ways you can color it, but I'm gonna do it by just moving these into Studio, and then just coloring it in the Studio. But let me show you an easy way to do that. So, you have your mesh, it's open, you have each part separate, each part you want to color separate is separated. So we do File, then we do Export, FBX. Then you go ahead and export it. Now, you're going to want to go to View in Studio. You're going to want to go to Game Explorer. Or, I mean, you might have Asset Manager depending on like if you went into here and did beta features and whatnot. Either way, it works just fine. Then you go to Meshes, Add Assets. Okay. Here it is. Okay, now, here, you have a few different options: scale to large, reverse inward, pointing mesh normals, and then import files as single mesh. These ones you probably just want to leave as checked, but this one is one we want to leave unchecked because we want to have each different part imported as a separate mesh. If you like check that, then I'll just put it in as one mesh. So we want them to be separated. So apply all. Then you wait for this thing. Okay, cool. Now you can close that. Now if you go here, you can see it's right here. You can just select all of those, then right click, insert with location, and bam. Then you can group it. Now we have the sort in here. So we're going to go over to plugins, build rig. This is what we're going to use to animate, I guess, but let's also just scale this down real quick. I think I'm going to make this a two-handed sword, so make sure the handle is long enough. There we go. That's a long blade. Okay, that's still a long blade. Okay. Anywho, so you have your sword. Now you can select each part, and you can just simply texture it. And do something like this. Maybe go like metal, and then gold color. And sometimes it's kind of cool to do like glass for the blade. And you can add like a tiny bit of reflectance. That's pretty cool. Or you go ahead and make it metal or something. But with metal, the reflectance isn't really going to show. So anyway, yeah, there's a sword. It's textured. Now, what we want to do, we want to weld it together. So basically, if you don't know what welding is, essentially you're just taking each of these parts, and it's almost like if you were to union something. So like, say you had two parts, and you wanted to like union them. Now it's like one part, but that's not quite how welding works. Because with welding, it just takes two different parts and makes them act like the same part. So like if they were to like move in the game, they would move as if they're one part. They would move as if they're unioned. So it kind of like makes them act as if they were like sort of attached to each other, So there's multiple ways of unioning these. First of all, I might want to rename this to handle for later. But there's multiple ways to union it. You can there's multiple ways to weld it. You can go over here. You can do like, I don't know. If you know how to use this stuff, you can use this with a weld here. I don't know. I think you go like that or something. Then you can grab another one. Go like that. I think that works. But usually what I do, I go to plugins. I have this plugin called Moon Animator, and with it comes this easy weld thing. So I just click on that. I can go to model, select the model, select the handle, weld, and bam, it's all welded. Alright, anyway, so now this is all one piece. So basically, let me just demonstrate what happens if you don't weld it. So this is what happens if you weld it. If I were to run it, it's welded, so it acts as one part. But if I were to delete these welds, it just splits in parts, splits into pieces. So we want to have it welded. Now we're gonna want to weld it to the dummy. But for this, we're gonna do. Actually, wait. I guess we're gonna get. Yeah. All right. So this is gonna be a little bit different. I think there's a way you can do it to where you can like animate like how the sword is positioned with the animation. But I don't 100% know how that works because the last time I tried that, it kind of ended up weird. So I'm gonna just not do that and do it a different way. But anyway, position it. Actually, I guess positioning it doesn't really do a whole lot. So, what you want to do, you want to take the handle. Okay, so wait, so go to the easy weld thing. Well, if you don't have it, then I don't know, you might be able to use this. Select the hand. If I can, there we go. Select the handle. Not animatable, and then just regular join. And it moves it, but yeah, okay, wait. Let me show you how to get around that. So, what you're gonna want to do, because the way I know how to do it isn't super efficient, you have to do something a little bit different. So, what you can do to make it like not rotate weird, go like this. We're gonna create a new handle part, but this one's just gonna be invisible. So, now then, we're gonna move this in here, rename this blade handle. Take this. Let's just copy the position over. Okay. So this is the handle thing. Just put it wherever you want the handle to be gripped. So if you want it to be gripped a little bit higher up, just put it a little bit higher up like that. And now we're gonna try this again. We're gonna delete these. We're gonna re-weld the model. Go like that, and weld the model. Then what we're gonna do, select the hand, select the handle, and join. Okay, so it still rotates weird. However, if we're to go like this, go over here, select the handle. So we want it to like turn this way. So we're gonna turn this the opposite way. And go like that. Then we're gonna have to re-weld it again because we moved it and all the welds are gone. So that's a pain, but you know, it is what it is. And you go like this, go like that, and then join. Nope. Wait. Oh, wait. I think I did it wrong the first time. Okay. And now, I think we are pretty much there. Now, we're going to want to join. There we go. So now it's positioned pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit like inside the hand. If you don't want it to be like inside the hand, you can like move this up a bit. Now we're going to have to weld it again. I love it. It's great. So much fun. There we go. And now it doesn't quite go on the hand like that. Anyway, so now we got it welded to the dummy. We can do some stuff with it. And cool. So now if we go, usually I'll use this animator. If you guys want to install this, I'll put a link for this plugin in the description, and you can use it. But I might just use this one for the tutorial, because most people are just going to be using this one. But anyway, this one's cool. You should check it out. But I'm going to use this one. Cool. So, select the rig. Now if you notice, since it's welded, the sword moves with the arm. Might reduce this a bit. Can I like go like that? No. 5.15. Aha, math. There we go. Okay, that's a really big sword, I'm not gonna lie. That is a really big sword. So, first thing, okay, there's gonna be a lot of animations now I think about it. Wait. So we're gonna want an idle animation, so we can just kinda, we wanna be on the first little keyframe here. And we just wanna kinda like get it into a position where it looks like a good idle animation. I don't know. Explanation 101. Okay, that looks a little weird on the arm. Okay, so like that. Now, a little trick: if you press R, you can go like this. Then also, if you press Control L, you can go like that. And it goes back and forth between local and global movement, or whatever you want to call it. Move this inward a little bit more, so the other arm can come in. I might just turn this off. I don't think it's helping me a whole lot right now. Okay, wait. Take this, rotate it downward like that. This is the problem with making a two-handed sword, is it's hard to get both the hands gripping on the sword good. I always struggle with this. But it just takes a bit of messing around until you get something that looks good. Like that maybe. Does that look weird and unnatural? A little bit, but it's fine. There we go. Okay. Now, we got the arms. Now we can do the rest of the idle animation. Move out the legs. I usually like to use every single body part when animating, whether it's R6 or R15, whichever one you're using. I just like to involve every body part to make it more, I don't know, what's the word? I mean, realistic kind of, but not really realistic necessarily. But you know what I mean. Okay, there we go. Maybe move him up a little bit. There we go. So, when it comes to making idle animations, they're usually pretty easy, especially with R15. They look a lot better. But basically, what I usually do. Okay, wait. Actually, first. So what I usually do is I make like a first frame, then I make a second frame for him like breathing out. Then the third frame would be just the first frame again. Then I just change the easing style, and I'll show you what I mean. But yeah, point is I usually have like just 3 basic little frames here. I feel like I gotta rotate that. This is why I wish I could just rotate the sword, because it makes the hand look super weird. Anyway, so we got the first frame. Now, you're gonna want to copy the first frame. Might want this to be a bit longer, like 3 seconds. Copy the first frame over to the last frame. Actually, wait. Might move this over here. We get 2 seconds long. Now then, right here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make him breathe out, essentially. Don't make it too drastic though. You just need like a tiny little bit. Maybe move the arms down a bit. Maybe pick the legs, bend them up a bit, but keep them in place. Then, you know, because we adjusted the legs now, he needs to go down just a tad bit. Cool. Now, what does this look like? Turn the loop on. There we go. We already have a decent idle animation going on here. So now, that's alright. I mean, I might go ahead and move that leg back a bit more. And maybe even just go ahead and copy this over. Oh, I didn't think about that. Where is that? The right foot, right leg. Right here. Delete that. Okay. Now I can bend this again. Anyway, so that looks pretty good, you know. It's a basic idle animation, but what you can do, there's this fancy little thing. If you select it all, you can right click and change the easing style. Oh yeah, I forgot. The default one doesn't have sign or whatever. What about cubic? Cubic looks alright, but it's a little bit interesting. Looks like he's breathing kind of hard. I don't know. Oh wait, move like that. There we go. So you can do cubic, and that looks alright. Looks a bit better like that. Adds a bit more adds a bit more something there. But usually when I'm using like Moon Animator, I'll do sign. That one's like perfect for like running or idle animations. Anyway, so now we have an idle animation. We can go ahead and save this, export. Wait. There we go. Submit. There we go, and copy that. You might just want to copy all the IDs somewhere, like get a notepad or something. Just put all the IDs there. I'm going to store mine somewhere real quick. There we go. So now I have the ID. We're going to need that later for the scripting part. But okay. So now we have the idle. We exported it. Now we're going to want to make a new animation. Create new. Let's rename this. I might just Whatever. I'll just make them anyway. I won't make all the animations, but I'll make most of them, I guess. So, for the running animation, usually what I do is I'll take the first little keyframe of the idle. Where did the other one go? What? I don't know. I'll just create another one. I'll just take the first little keyframe and paste it on. Then from this, I can get the first keyframe of the running. So, I'm going to have one leg go back, and have one leg go forward for the next step. Maybe go in a bit more. And go ahead and go like this. Remember, opposite arm, opposite leg, because that's how people run. Okay, now we have the first step. And usually with running, what I do is I'll have the first step, the second step, and I'll put the first step again at the end. But then in the middle of each step, I'll have like a middle frame that kind of like goes from step to step, kind of. But first of all, I think 1 second's good. And then I'll take this, I'll paste it there. Yeah. Okay, so now in the middle, we're gonna make the second keyframe. We're just gonna make it kind of match up with the other leg. And have this leg come back. Okay, so now the legs move. Maybe move it up a little bit more. Then have this go the other way. And have him turn. I already have something. I mean, it looks kind of weird, but like, actually I might go ahead and take this and just change this to linear for now. So, it's something. It's not really very good right now, but wait, there's more. We can go like this. Have one arm move back, kinda. Okay, and then, so now the arms kind of move a little bit. Yeah. Okay, but it still looks kind of weird and stiff, and that's because there's no real step in between each step. They're just kind of, the legs are just kind of swinging back and forth, so it looks kind of weird. So, somewhere in the middle, this kind of bothers me that there's not really a middle frame here, but somewhere in the middle, you're gonna want to, first of all, you want to know which leg is stepping down. So if you go over here, the left leg is stepping down. So we get the left leg, and on this keyframe, this little middle keyframe, you just want to make the left leg hit the ground, then put the right leg and move it up a bit, so it doesn't like kick the ground as they move forward. Then like that. Maybe move it up a bit more on this keyframe. Wait, lower torso. Just take that, copy that. Boop. So now it's already looking more like a running animation. So you want to do it again here. This time it's going from right to left. We want to copy this, get the same height. Get the foot on the floor. Like that. Then move this up. Oh, that looks like a running animation. Voila. Now, we can do the same thing we did with the other one with the idle. Easing style, cubic. Looks like it's kicking back kind of fiercely. I mean, with sign, it probably wouldn't look so much like that. I don't know. But whatever. That's fine. Now we have another animation. I'm going to save this one. This new. Running. Save. Export it. And when it comes to our walking animation, it's pretty much the same. Just, walking instead of running. I might not make all of the animations, because, that's a lot of animations to make. But there's the idle and the running. Now, let's do the fun animations. How about that? For example, the actual attack animations. So you want the idle position for the attack animations. Now say we wanted to do like a slash from the side, it goes inward, you know? And just a slash to the left. Actually, I think what I usually do is for the first keyframe, I have the first keyframe. Wait, do I though? I don't know. Whatever. I don't even know what I do. Right, so on the second keyframe, I guess, we'll see how it looks. Second keyframe, we have him getting ready for the slash. Kind of move the arm back, make this hand look a little more human and not broken. There we go. Then like this, maybe go like that. Gonna bend it in. Okay, have it go like this. This is kind of like the whole like having this like the keyframe sort of layout for the slash animation is kind of the same for like really any attack animation. You kind of like want to have like a start, then like preparing for the attack, and then the attack, you know? That's usually what I do anyway. I don't know how other people do it. I'm mostly self-taught, so like, yeah. Okay. Okay, so he's like preparing for that now. We're gonna make sure he has plenty of room to swing. Make sure he's not looking into his elbow too much. Not like shoving his elbow into his own face. Alright, so we have the like preparing stage. Then we want to go and pretty close to the preparing stage. Okay, that's fast. Wait. Let me move this. And like pretty close to the preparing stage, you want like just about right after, you're gonna want the actual attack part. Move the torso over. Make sure you get like full body movement. You can incorporate the legs if you want, but like if you want them to be able to like walk while attacking, you might just want the legs to like not be mobile and just not move the legs whatsoever. So like I might just do that because you know that's easier. Go like that. And just make the legs like that. I mean, in real life you would use your legs while attacking, but like you would like try to use your legs to gain more momentum. But like this is Roblox, so you know. Now, have it swing forward more. Have this arm go like that. Okay. Oh my, that's an elbow. That is an elbow right there. Okay. Not a whole lot of room for this arm here. Okay. He's kind of impaling himself a little bit there with his handle. That's a slight issue. Well. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how this arm is supposed to be positioned. Animating something when you don't know what it looks like is hard. This is where references are a great idea. When you're animating something you've never animated before, use a reference. Don't do what I am currently doing, where I am not using a reference. Okay. It looks alright. Looks a little funky on the left arm there. Kinda getting a little smashed. But I mean, if you look at it, it looks kinda, I mean, it swings fast, but it looks kinda weak. Almost. So what you can do, you can just take these last two, right click, and make these ones cubic. Cubic is pretty good for attacks. I mean, there's something even cooler you can do in Moon Animator, and you can have it like a little bit of bounce back. You get your slash, and it kind of bounces back a little bit. But like, actually, wait, maybe I kind of manually do that. Hey, that looks pretty cool. Boom, boom. Okay. We kind of add some more realistic effect there. Okay, that arm is poking me. That is not right. I don't know what is right, but that is not right. Anyway, yeah. I'm not the best with sword animations, but like, you know what, whatever. It works. We have the first slash. It works. Save. New. Now, I'm going to do like a 2-slash sort of combo. You can do as many slashes as you want, but like, I'm going to make mine a little bit simpler. Okay. So, go to this first little bit. We're going to copy this for the next slash. Paste it in there. Okay. So the first one is a slash from the right to the left. Now this next one I kind of want to be like a slash just downward. Just, you know, break the back. Just kidding. Don't break the back. Bad idea. And then just move these up. These kind of animations, the downward slashes are a lot easier to animate because they're pretty simple. Don't slice your head there, mister. That's not healthy. Where was it that I did it? Was it like right there, maybe? And gotcha. Kwa. And kwa. Oh, let's not impale yourself there. With your handle, that is. Okay, cool. Kwa. Might move him down just a little bit more. Kind of like hit the ground. Hua, hua. Make it have a bit more of a charge up here. There we go. That one was a lot simpler. Using, oh, oops. Using style, cubic. Then add on the next frame just a little bit of boing, boom, boom. Maybe a little bit more boing. Maybe not that much boing. So it feels like this needs to go back further. Well, from the ground to the ground. Go from all the way back there to all the way over there. It's a long sword though. There we go. That looks better. Cool. Next animation is done. /2. I don't think I exported the first one, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, got that one exported. Let's go ahead and load the first one. Export. Now I feel like this ought to go back further. Okay. Save that again. Then export it. /1. There we go. Okay. So you can go on and make like a walking animation. You can make all sorts of animations. Basically just you have all the animations to replace the default ones, and then you just have the slash animations, and that's about it. That's the basic idea of what animations you want. Anyway, that's it for the animating. In the next video, I'll show you how to make this into a tool that you can actually, attack with. So that'll be fun. That might end up being 2 parts, but we'll see. Anyway, goodbye.